They should have that.
This section here, don't start it up quite yet, guys. This section here, we are going to be splitting up into 3 teams of 2. 1 team middle plate, 1 team left plate, and 1 team right plate, okay? What we're going to be doing, once we step on the middle plate, it will start up the fight. Just a second. My daughter is intent on going and whomping her head. She wants to give herself a bruise, I think. Once we step on the middle plate, it will start this fight up. There will be waves of ads that's going to come to each plate. Each team is responsible for killing their own wave of ads. There's going to be a big orange knight carrying a sword that's going to come out of this center doorway. While we step on the middle plate, there's going to be a bridge that's going to build back there. When we step on the middle plate, the 2 side platforms, those pillars there, are going to need to be stepped on. Otherwise, they're going to start turning bright red and start annihilating, okay? If nobody is standing on those plates, while somebody is standing on the center plate, everyone is going to lose their supers and die in about 10 seconds, okay? So we have to make sure that players on each side are stepping on their plates if the middle plate is being stepped on. Once the bridge is completely built, that orange knight that comes out of that center doorway, we're going to have one person kill him, grab the big sword that he drops, run across the bridge, and when they run across the bridge, there's going to be a big blue knight on that side, right in the center there, and they're going to take that sword and they're going to whack him. To slam the sword down on the blue knight, you're going to use your R2 button, okay? Or your trigger button, whatever button you use to shoot. That's the button you're going to use to do the slam with the sword. It's going to take 3 slams of the sword as a 400 light level to kill him. David, it is going to take you 4 or 5, so if you're uncomfortable with it, or if you're scared that you're going to die, you can always drop the sword for a 400 light on that side and they can pick it up and kill it for you.
Well, he could be the last sword runner. That way,
that would work too.
Would be killed.
Yeah, that would work too.
That's embarrassing.
Well, I know you know how to do 2 swords, and so I'm just like, you probably could do it, but it is one of those things where you're gonna have to probably take between 5 hits or more as a 380 light.
390.
Oh, you're 390 now. Okay,
sure.
then 4 hits probably, maybe 5. But yeah, and we're going to just continue to do that. Once the blue knight is dead on that side, the person on that side is going to make sure they hide. They're going to kill any ads that spawn on that side. We're going to have another orange knight spawn on this side, come down. Another person's going to kill him, take the sword, run across, kill their blue knight. And we're going to do that until we have 3 people on that side. Once we have 3 people on that side, the 3 people left on this side are going to get off the plates, and they're going to run up these stairs and pillars right here, okay? They're going to just run up here, and they're going to stand right here. The 3 players on the opposite side of the bridge are now going to stand on the 3 plates mirroring these ones. 1 player is going to be standing center, and 1 player is going to stand on that plate, 1's going to stand on that plate, and they're going to build the bridge from that side. We're going to get 3 more yellow knights that are going to, or orange knights that are going to come out of this doorway. We're going to kill them ASAP as soon as the bridge is built, and we're going to send 1 player across with a sword at a time. They're going to kill their blue knights on that side. Once we have 5 players across in total and 5 knights, blue knights on the other side killed, the bridge will build itself, and there's going to be some swords that are going to spawn on that side by the middle plate, and a sword that's going to spawn here by the middle plate. The last player left on this side will be able to grab that sword, run across the bridge. Everybody on the other side is going to grab a sword, and we're going to have a fun little game of whack-a-mole. There's going to be a shit ton of knights that are going to spawn. We're going to take those swords and we're going to just team whack. That did not sound right. We're going to... Yeah, if you're into that kind of thing, exactly. We're going to take those swords and we're just going to use our R2 trigger, slamming those knights over and over again. After we've killed a couple of yellow bar sword knights, there's going to be some more blue knights that are going to come out, and we just need to finish killing those blue knights and this section will be over. Barry, if you have anything that you think I should add, please feel free to write it in chat and I will add it as we go here. Let's go ahead and split up into our teams, guys.
I got first sword.
Ready?
Oh, yes. Good point, Barry. I will take middle plate. You cannot cross the bridge without a sword. If you do so, you will die immediately upon setting foot on the bridge, okay?
Also, I have something to add. If you're one of the first to cross, there's always going to be a yellow bar boomer with 3 acolytes spawning every 15 seconds.
You need to make sure you
so
kill
just
those.
Keep an eye on that. Those are the only ads you have to worry about. Once the third person is across, those don't spawn anymore.
Yes, and just to clarify, when we say you cannot cross the bridge without a sword in your hand, that does have to be the sword dropped by the orange knight, okay? You cannot go and put on an exotic sword or a legendary sword and try and cross the bridge with that. It will not work.
It won't work, I tried.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and start her up. So, Mitch, if you wouldn't mind hopping off your plate for a second so they can see what we mean by orange, and then just hop back on once it starts getting too orange. So as you can see, when he's not starting, okay, on. As you can see, when he steps off his plate, that starts turning bright red, and if he would have stayed off for any longer, it would have started screaming, and it would have taken away our supers, and then once our supers were completely gone, we would have died. So, those who are on the middle plate, you can prevent this from happening. If you hear that scream start up, just hop off the middle plate immediately, and or yell at the people on their side plates to get their butts back on. Yell nicely, but yell. Being polite, it always helps.
So I can't be number 2 because I'm the only one.
I can come over there. Mohawk, you got middle plate? I guess. Mohawk, you got middle plate. I can't hear Mohawk.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I was muted. I believe. Unmuted. That is a shotgun.
Hey, Echo.
Yes? Is he right here? There. There, he's dead now. Yep. More than welcome. Rose, I need you to stop pulling on my controller, please. It does not help for you to do that.
Once you're across, I'm going to step off my plate for a second. I need ammo.
For this part here, you can really use whatever weapons you're comfortable with. Sidearm is not a good recommendation for this part. I would recommend a scout rifle, pulse rifle, hand cannon, or auto rifle as your primary. As you can see, I use sniper rifle just because that I don't really need a secondary for this part. Sniper rifle does do good work on taking out those orange knights, but a shotgun will do pretty good damage if you tend to get overwhelmed by ads. Fusion rifle is also a good choice if you have that as well.
There's no primary draw.
As far as heavy, I run a sword just because that we're going to be using a sword during the next section, and I like having my ammo ready. It also does do good work.
I recommend running sword for
Nightmare,
most
go
of
ahead.
the raid.
Nightmare,
It
go.
does really good work on the
Yeah.
any yellow bar enemy.
I run a sword for the entire raid as well.
Hey, Knight.
Okay, is Nightmare across? Almost.
I'm across.
Yep.
Here's my victim.
Okay, everybody up front and center onto the stairs.
Here's my victim. Come here, big boy. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing? What's up?
Okay, and then once those 3 on that side have killed their blue knight, then they're going to get onto their plates and start building the bridge from that side. As you can see, once we got off our middle plate, the bridge stopped building and it's starting to disintegrate. So we have to wait for it to rebuild before we can go across. Watch out, David! And, yeah. You're gonna get me killed.
Uh-oh.
Don't kill him yet, don't kill him yet, don't kill him yet. The bridge is built. Okay, go. Go for it, Mohawk. I'll grab the next one. Woo! Curse it all! Backing up, backing up, backing up.
Whoever is fourth sword, go onto the left side.
That's Mohawk.
Because there's gonna be a bunch of wizards and knights spawning on that side.
I cannot play this on defender.
I'm sorry, David. I fell all the way down. I'm coming back up.
It takes practice.
I'm okay. I have this cool sword.
Garrison makes it way easier on a Titan.
Okay.
Wizard.
Coming across.
If I just
Rosie?
stand really close to you, can I get across?
No.
That'd be awesome.
I know, wouldn't it though? Rosie, please stop. You're gonna have to go down if you can't stop doing that.
What happens?
Just
As
hang
you
out
can
over
see,
here.
you also have a super for the sword. Okay, and there's our swords. Let's play whack-a-mole. Oh, honey. Calm yourself.
You, not me. You.
Won't get double.
Survive this time.
If everybody stays center and have the ads come to us, we'll all survive. Or most of us will survive. I don't make claims for Avalosaurus.
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
He said that he's first one then.
I know, right?
Well, technically, you were the one that died first, I guess. So.
What? On this raid, or?
Yeah.
I didn't die on this raid. Well, now I'm
Yeah, you
dead.
did.
It was,
No, you died on the
someone
bridge
else.
when you started.
Oh, right.
Throwing shade at
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not fair.
You have two blues behind you. Two blues behind you. Watch out. I just saw 4 people whack them all at once. That was awesome. Watch it. You got a yellow behind? Okay.
We won already.
He did. Yep, he did. Get ready to start running through the thing.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds.
Hold
You
on.
guys.
No.
You